So you want to buy a house, you want to improve your credit, or you just want to be more financially aware? You're in the right place. My name is Betsy Hughes, and I have over 35 years of experience in the mortgage industry, and my passion is to share the information that I've gained over that period of time with as many people as possible. So here we go. Today, we are going to talk about locking in your interest rate and what does that mean. So I do have a lot of questions about this, and there's an explanation that goes along with that. So let's say that you have been pre-approved, you have written a contract, you found a house that you love, and you are ready to make your formal loan application and get things started. So at that point, there should be a discussion about whether or not you want to lock in your interest rate. What does that mean, locking in the interest rate? So when you're talking to a lender, they're going to be giving you monthly payments based on an interest rate for that particular day. Interest rates can change every day. We have new rate sheet. It used to actually be a sheet back in the day before there were even fax machines when I started over 35 years ago. But now obviously that's just electronic. And so we're going to look at that, and there are a variety of factors that are going to go into calculating your interest rate. And so when that interest rate is quoted to you, that's good for basically that day. Now here's the other thing. Rates can change during the day. If there's something that is happening in the market, and that can be something positive, meaning that rates would go down, or something negative, meaning rates would go up, that can happen. We call that an intraday price change, meaning something is major happening, and that means that we need to adjust what those rates are. So in order to protect yourself from any rate changes, you have the option to lock your interest rate in. Typical lock-in is 30 days, 45 days. You can go 60, 90. If you're doing a new construction, you actually can do an extended rate lock. That's a whole different video. But you want to make sure that however many days you have between the date that you're talking about that rate and closing, that you're going to be locked in through the date of closing, okay? If you are somebody who has a contract, you're going through signing all of your disclosure documents and that kind of thing, and the lender hasn't asked you about locking in the interest rate or talked to you about locking in the interest rate, that's a red flag, something to be concerned about. So we do want to have that conversation right up front, and I, as a loan officer, would want to give you as much information as I can about what the experts are saying in the market. I tell people all the time, I'm not a market expert. I am an expert in structuring loans. I'm an expert in walking you through the process, in getting you to closing and closing your loan smoothly. But I do listen to experts who are looking at what's happening in the market and give indication as to where the market might be headed. But in the end, nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows what could happen in the world that is totally unexpected, that is going to impact what rates are, right? And so as a borrower, you need to make the decision, are you comfortable with gambling at all that you may end up with a lower interest rate than if you don't lock in? So here's what happens with the lock-in. You decide that you want to lock your rate in. Let's say that lock is 30 days. That's good for you to get to your closing date, and that loan is locked in. So that means as a lender, we're going out and we're securing that money based on market conditions today, okay? And so we're guaranteeing to you that that is the rate that you will get, even if interest rates go up. That's the rate that you're going to get as long as you close within that rate lock period of time. But at the same time, if rates go down, you're still guaranteed the rate that we locked you in at. So it would be wonderful to be able to have your cake and eat it too, right? You get to be protected, but if interest rates go down, you get the lower rate. That's not the way that it works. And so this is really a partnership where, as a lender, we're protecting you in the event that there's anything that happens that would be negative for you in terms of a rate increase. But at the same time, unless there is a significant change, you're really locked in at what it is that you lock that rate in. at the time that you made that decision. So just one other thing that I do want to mention in terms of rate locks, let's say that you have something that happens throughout the course of the home buying process, and for some reason you have to extend your contract. So you are going to go beyond that rate lock. You do have the option to extend the rate. And so in the market that we're in right now, this is March of 2023, that's really important to know because of the volatility that we have been seeing in the market lately, that you do have the option, if needed, for a cost to do that extension and to keep that rate lock. So there are lots of ways to be able to make sure that you're protected. So I hope this video was helpful on rate locks. If you would make a comment, if there's a question that you have, I will be looking at those and happy to answer them for you. If you have enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of them, please subscribe and hit the like button so that we can have more people have access to these videos.